Time, people, for my Versus 3 recap video. I'm going to start by mentioning just a brief word about the main event. First of all, Dana White's sudden and shock increase in finances to both Diego Sanchez and Martin Kampmann, who of course were paid for the main event, and the winner of which won the winner's bonus. But then I believe that they also won Fight of the Night, so both of them got that. And then I believe they were given another bonus just for putting on an excellent fight. I have to say, I thought it was an excellent fight, and I also think that actually Dana White's quite right to do something like that if he so feels. I think that as well as punishing bad behaviour, which he said he will, for example, the outburst of Michael Bisping at UFC 127, you know, which involved a deliberate illegal knee, and spitting at his opponent's cornerman after he won, is going to be met with disciplinary action, and rightly so. I think, you know, you punish bad behaviour, and I've always made that point, and I've always brought that point up. But I think it's equally important to really commend and show if you have enjoyed and to reward good behaviour. And Diego Sanchez and Martin Kampmann were absolutely fantastic. Both of them were absolutely fantastic. And I thought it was a fantastic fight. Now, personally, I disagreed with the outcome. I thought Martin Kampmann had done enough to win that fight. And I do think it was quite close. It hasn't caused the controversy that I thought it might do. So I'm willing to say, well, perhaps I wasn't the best at scoring. I don't know. I personally thought that Martin Kampmann won that round. I thought he won the first, and I thought he won the third as well. But I wasn't so sure about the second. That was my memory of the fight. Anyway, regardless of the possibility of there being a slight bungle, I suppose, with the judges, it was fantastic. It was a flurry that went backwards and forwards. Both guys a complete mess by the end of it, but they really did very, very well, and I think that it's good that Dana White has noticed that and rewarded them, and I don't see a problem with being rewarded for that sort of, you know, excellent behaviour and excellent performance. Why not? CB Dollaway versus Mark Munoz. I didn't make an official prediction for this, but I did say that I thought I tended to go towards Mark Munoz, and he won. It was a fair stoppage as far as I'm concerned. I'm not sure CB Dollaway would agree, but there we are. Okay, Chris Weidman actually beat Alessio Sakara. There you are. There you are. Brian Bowles versus Damasio Page. Interesting point if you didn't read the Sherdog play-by-play. I don't know if I mentioned this in my predictions video or if I just said that I was going straight for Brian Bowles, but Brian and Damasio have met before, and Bowles, of course, was the winner. And it turns out that he managed to get the stoppage this time. I think it was a submission, but he managed to get it, the fight to end at exactly the same time as their first fight. So now not only has he beaten the same person twice, but he's also done it in exactly the same amount of time, which is a bit bizarre, isn't it? Good for Cyril winning his match. Joe Stevenson. I don't know what's going to go. I don't know what's going to happen with Joe Stevenson because I don't know how long they think that they can keep him on the roster now. It will be interesting to see if he's actually in with the management and gets a sort of stay of execution, or if this may well be the end for him, at least in the UFC. Bit sad because I believe he's got a family that he supports on this. So there we are. Shane Roller, yes, I went for him, so that was all right. I remember saying about Dong Yang that it was going to come down to whether being a member of the Korean top team mattered or not, and it turns out it does. So who would have thought? Don't underestimate people from the Korean top team. Rusamar Pallarez, yes, fantastic. And Igor Pokrajic, fantastic. And the only other one I wanted to mention was Takaya Mizugaki and Reuben Duran. I said that Takaya Mizugaki was an absolute master and would almost certainly win this one. He did, but it was by decision, and it was a split decision. It turns out that I may have seriously underestimated, Reuben Duran. Now this is a fight I haven't actually seen. I've only read the play-by-play on this, and I'm actually going to look this up especially because I'm very, very, very impressed that somebody who I've never heard of, who's not known to me, Reuben Duran, has come in and almost taken out a serious contender, or was a serious contender in WEC, certainly, in Takaya Mizugaki. Very, very impressed. Very impressed. Sherdog have given Mizugaki the second and third rounds and the first to Duran. I look forward to watching that and to seeing how that one actually played out. But I thought I'd make a special mention of that because I did completely write him off in the predictions video, and that was another mistake that I made on the predictions for this event. So that's my predictions video. Don't think I did too badly with this card at all. I suppose now we go on to the next one, don't we?